Hey guys, Luke here. In today's short video, we're taking a look at the eufy 2K spotlight camera. This is called the S40 Solo. So this is different to a lot of the other eufy cameras in the fact that this has a built-in solar panel, as you can see just along the top here. Basically what that means is you don't have to charge it. You don't have to take the cameras down and plug them in and swap the batteries and charge them all the time. You can basically put it in a spot that gets enough sunlight and leave it there permanently. You probably, if you're looking at eufy cameras or even Ring cameras or any other brand, you'll know that a lot of the time, once you install the camera, there is the option to get an additional solar panel that you can mount somewhere on the roof. So basically what I've done here, guys, I've got two of these and I'm going to install one at the front of my house and then one towards the back of the house so I can monitor, people and traffic and stuff like that. But I picked these because my cameras are going in a spot that is quite hard to reach. So basically I'm going to need quite a long ladder to get up to put these in place, and then once they're in place, I really don't want to have to, climb back up the ladder, unscrew them and take them off and change batteries and charge them and stuff like that. So what we're going to do, we're going to unbox them, have a look what we get in the box, go through the setup process, connect them to the app, all that type of thing. What you probably need to know about these ones is the fact that once you unbox them, you do need to fully charge them. That's what is recommended by eufy, just that you charge them overnight. And then once they're charged, you can keep an eye on the battery percentage inside the app. So after doing some actual research on these cameras, 2 hours of sunlight is typically all you really need to keep them charged all year round. So you just want to make sure that you install them in a place that has, day sunlight. Even during the winter months, it doesn't really lose too much overnight. So I'm going to have a look, see what we get in the box. I'll show you all that, and then I'll show you how I've installed them so that they get enough sunlight. So without further ado, guys, let's unbox them and have a look and see what we get. All right, guys, so here we are. We've got the eufy Solo Cam. This is the S40. As I mentioned, this has the built-in solar panel. It is also a 2K camera, so the actual quality of the footage is very, very good. There are a lot of things to really like about the eufy cameras. So let's have a quick look around the box. So you can see it is a 600 lumen ultra bright spotlight. So it is a very bright spotlight. A lot of the other eufy cameras, their spotlight's not very good. So this one has a very bright spotlight built in. It has color night vision. I don't think the color night vision is that great, but it is built in. It's 2K clarity. It can see up to 8 meters away, and it's 100% wire free, which is great. So basically, obviously, like I mentioned, uses the solar panel to stay charged all the time, and it just connects to your home Wi-Fi to, monitor what's going on outside. It has advanced person detection, which is great. So it says you can create up to 2 custom activity zones, which is really good. So if there's an area that has a lot of traffic that you want to monitor, you can do that. I will be doing that. And it is IP67 all-weather protected, so it's very sturdy. You don't have to worry about extreme conditions or anything like that. So let's unbox it and see what we get. All right, guys, so just quickly, I think it's worth mentioning the fact that with the eufy cameras, there's no monthly fee. You don't have to pay to upload to the cloud or anything like that. Everything is stored on the camera. So this has an 8 GB memory, which is, I think it does up to a month worth of storage, which is really good. And it is saved locally to the camera. That is a good and a bad thing. It's good because you don't have to buy like a home hub, but if you put it in a spot that's easy to steal, if somebody takes this, they're taking your footage with it. So just make sure you keep that in mind when you are installing this at your home. So let's have a look and see what we get. Okay, so pop that aside, open this up. All right, so here is the camera itself. You can see we've got the little solar panel on the top there. That's the front of the camera. This is our big light, and it does come protected, which is great. So that's our charging point. I'll show you that in just one moment. On the bottom, this is our speaker. So basically this is how we can communicate with, potentially neighbors coming by or a delivery person. It communicates through that as well. So we'll pop that aside for just a moment. And the box is quite nice, actually. And what else do we have here? So this is probably our charging. Nope, this is, oh yeah, okay. So we've got our USB Type-C to Type-A charging cable. Pop that aside. This is our mounting bracket. And you can see that that's where it will screw onto the back of the camera just here. And then we get our screws for actually mounting this to the wall. All right, guys, if you are mounting this to a brick wall, you will need a masonry drill bit, and then you'll push these plugs in and screw in the screws provided, and that will keep it really well stuck to the wall. Now, we've also got some paperwork here, and talks about a positioning card. That's probably going to be pretty helpful. We've got a sticker. So if you want to make people know that you've got monitoring, you can pop that maybe on your window. And then we've got the quick start guide that we'll have a look at in just a moment. All right, so that's everything in the box. We're going to pop that aside. And let's have a look at this positioning card. Okay, so it might be a little bit difficult to see on the camera, but this is kind of like a sticker. And that sticker peels off. You will then pop that onto the wall or maybe onto the tin roof or wherever you're going to put your camera. And this is going to help you to position and drill your holes so that when you go to put the actual mounting plate on, everything lines up perfectly. So your 2 holes will be drilled in the wall, ready to go, and it's very, very simple to use. So that's actually very handy to have in the box. All right, guys, so on the back of the camera, you can see we have a USB Type-C charging point. And we also have a sync button just here. And then basically what it's telling me in the instructions is when the device is charging, you will get a solid blue light. And then when it's fully charged, the light will turn off. So very, very easy to get set up. And then obviously you have an app. So I'll download mine through the Apple Store. And then this is basically what you're going to get once the camera is set up and in place. So it's got the camera field of view, and the motion detection zone is up to 8 meters from the camera itself. So you just want to make sure you keep that in mind. You want to make sure that the camera is in a spot that it can actually see the traffic and the people or whoever that you're trying to keep an eye on. Just make sure it stays in that zone. So that's important to keep in mind. Okay, so you want to drill your holes, put the bracket in place, screw that in place. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So basically the next step here, guys, is to charge both cameras, use the sticker that comes provided, the positioning guide, put it in place. Once this is charged, get up on the ladder, screw this into place, and then once this is on the wall, you'll then obviously just screw this into the back of the camera. Yeah, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, just make sure this camera is getting sufficient sunlight throughout the day. Otherwise, you're probably going to find that you will actually need to take this down and charge it every so often. But the good news is it does have a pretty good battery in it. So worst case scenario, you might only have to do that every 12 months or something like that. So there we go, guys. That's the eufy camera. That's the S40 Solo. And I've got 2 of these. You don't need any kind of home hub. They just connect directly to your Wi-Fi. And the storage of the footage is kept locally on the camera itself. So I hope you enjoyed this short video, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.